Hey everybody. Okay, so we're here in Canva and it's literally canva.com. It's so simple, right? And I told the class that the great thing about Canva is it's not an app, it's not a program that you download. So it's anywhere that you have internet, your phone, your tablet, someone else's computer, a co-working place's computer, you can log on to Canva and just sign into your account, right? So once you log on, if you have more than one team, you're going to see right up here, you're going to be able to switch within those, toggle within each team, just like you would on like a social media, be able to change between your business and your personal. This is where you're going to have like if you build teams within here. If your actual real estate team gets bigger, that's one thing, but it could also just be that you have teams in here because you're in networking events with somebody and you guys have joined and you're going to make flyers, whatever that may be. So this is where, for the most part though, you'll just stay in your normal profile. This is your home page. Wherever you have done projects in the past, wherever you've worked on something, it will always be here in projects. Always be here in projects. Everything, this is everything you've done. Canva automatically saves everything that you've done. And if you are working and you lose internet, it will stop you and come up with a little sign that says, this is not auto saving right now, so I would not design if I were you, basically. So you'll know it's always saving. So if you click on projects, you'll see every project that you've done. You can search by who started the project, by when you did it, if you have given it a category, because here's the thing. Once you have just tons of projects and they'll all be listed, right? If you look at the little three buttons over there, three dots, you click on it, you can move to a folder. And then once you move it to a folder, you can create a new folder. You can move it to whichever folder you've already created. So you could have one for flyer ideas and one for anniversary home or home anniversary ideas. You could have your folders done by year, closings. You could have a folder of whatever you wanted it to be, sold postcard ideas. So all of your projects you can organize by folders and it will always be here in your projects file. So also you can share. So if you see the little people with a button, you can always share directly from here. You can add someone to that project. Okay, so again, back to home. This is your main home screen. That's what's going to pull up every time you log in and log on. From here, almost every single time, if you have an idea in your head, if this is where you're coming to start off, like, I know I'm coming here to make a flyer, or I know I'm coming here to make a t-shirt design, whatever that is, start up here, create a design. It's always going to be probably your easiest place to go, because from here, it's going to give you formatted things, that are common, YouTube thumbnails and story, posts and YouTube posts and flyers and posters. But also the great thing is you can search for something, a t-shirt or a table of contents or anything like that, like even a report, recipe card, all kinds of things. But the other thing you can do is just do a custom size. So say you have a banner that you sponsored something and they're like, we need something that's blank by blank, or want to create an actual 4x6 thing to go in a frame. You can do a custom size, choose this, but first, if you're doing it by pixels, like if a company tells you we need your logo in this size, that's pixels, and then inches is those are probably the two you're going to use most. So you can create whatever you want. And when you do, like I showed this example in class, even if you choose to create something that's odd, like a 4x7 inch, first of all, it's always, when you click it, it's always going to take you to a new project, always. But even within, unique sizes, there's still always going to be templates, plenty of templates for you to use. So if we went back home and we wanted to do, what we're going to do actually is create a design, and we're going to do a flyer that's landscaped. So type in flyer, and you'll have several options because there are several different types of flyers. But we're just going to do a simple landscape flyer that's 11 by 8.5 inches because that's just your standard paper size, and that's easy if you wanted to print it out. So we're going to click on it, and again, it's going to open up a new project in this size. It's going to go ahead and give us templates already, and it's going to have all the little things that we may need to use over here. The first thing to do is title it, always, so vision board, and then also, I'm typing really slow because I have a baby in my arms today, do the date as of today's date, because you always want to be able to come back and change it, like add to it, whatever, and know, save it as the most recent if you want. So right here, the first thing we're going to do is look at the main elements that we're going to use over here. So the design right here is always going to give you templates. So like say you already were looking for a thank you card or an invitation that was pre-done, or a sold postcard or whatever. This is where you can start in templates, and you can find so much just in templates. But for now, say you're like, I know what I'm going to do. Start with a text box. Add a heading or add anything you want to do. If you already have your brand, you can click here and scroll down and find your team. If it's already been uploaded, if you did the other shot with us. And if not, just add a heading here, type your name, and then you can change it to whatever you want. So right here is the font, and you can change it, of course, just like always, right? But there are thousands of fonts. And the great thing is you can search a font by how you want it to look, like athletic or handwritten. So if you're wanting to do a note that looked like it was handwritten, you can totally do that. And it literally will bring up ones that only look handwritten. You can bring up ones that are all caps, ones that are just outlined. And again, it'll bring up just so many different options. And again, even once you pick that, there's still different things that we could do once we get into this. But the main thing I want y'all to do now is see the text, use a text box, and then we're going to start using elements to represent whatever it is from your past, present, and future. So when you go to elements, you're going to have options to search whatever you want, and you're also going to see categories. So if you have photos or videos, stickers, graphics, frames, grids, whatever, stickers, I already said that. So right now, like say we did this in class, if you're from Georgia, and that's probably past, present, and future, you could pick up a Georgia thing. And the great thing is it's always going to have graphics that have to do with this that you searched, and photos. So photos are obviously going to be real pictures, actual pictures of Georgia. If you're wanting a backdrop or something, or an actual state map, things like that, a landmark, look in photos. But if not, and you want graphics, this is going to be things that are simple, drawn, something, easy, cute. So, pick your elements. You can resize them by the corners, hold it down and move it. Now, if you want to change the colors, obviously you can do all that. We'll go through that another time in another class, or you can play around with it on your own. But I just want you guys to start getting familiar with elements. So now I will search, let's see, that I have my kids. So also, not only can you just search this, like, a picture of kids to represent mine, you can make it smaller. You can upload your own pictures if you get to the point, and you don't have to do it now. Again, if you just get something that represents everything you want on your vision board, that's good enough. Even if it's just, you don't have a picture for it, but you just want to write, Lee University. Whatever that may be. I'm just saying, if you have something that you can't find a picture for, just write it, and we can come back to that later and be creative. So So fill this in, start to fill this in. The main things I want y'all to get are how to, when you're on the home screen again, create a design and go to flyer, choose flyer landscape, and then it's going to open this up, name it your vision board, and then the date, add a text, get your name in the middle, and then just start adding elements that represent your vision boards, those past, present, and future things. And then we're going to learn how we can cut, crop, enhance, adjust, filter, do all kinds of things with elements and stuff. But for now, again, the most important thing is actually thinking about what goes in your vision board more than making it pretty. Because everyone's may look different. Some people may choose all photos, some people may choose all graphics, some people may have a lot of words. Like I was saying in the class, some people may color coordinate it by past, present, and future. Some people may coordinate it by personal life versus real estate life, because it doesn't have to be narrowed down to just your professional life. So whatever this vision board looks like for you, you want to add your logo. Here's how you upload. If you already have your logo or already have your family pictures, you just go to uploads and you're going to upload your files from your computer, and that's it. So you guys get to this point. If you need my help, this right up here is how you share it with me. You can share it to crawfordstreetdesigns at Gmail, and I'll get it and I'll be able to help you with it if you get stuck at any point. But like I said, the main thing is just to get here at this point so that you can pull it up at the next class, and we'll build from there and customize it literally to you, even more so than it already is. So that's it. Thanks, guys.